How's it going, guys? Mortal Player here, bringing you another video on Elden Ring, and we've now got to another boss, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys my tips and advice on how to defeat this boss. So we're going to be starting off at the Storm Gate Site of Grace, and before we actually get to the boss itself, I'm going to show you guys how to get a really good weapon in this game. So the weapon that we picked up in my last video, that greatsword, which is the weapon that I have been using ever since my last video, is a really powerful, a really strong weapon, and if you manage to upgrade your strength to use this weapon at the start of this game, it's going to give you wonders. You know, it just kills enemies so swiftly and just in like a few hits, and even some bosses in just a few hits as well. However, the only problem with this weapon is because it's a greatsword, it is quite heavy, so it does take quite a long time to swing when you're attacking. If you are using the weapon two-handed, it obviously deals a lot more damage to enemies, but then you won't have your shield out to block attacks. So ideally, it's safer to use this weapon one-handed, but as I've just said, the swing is quite long in the when you're attacking, which actually does come into effect in some boss fights. There is another weapon out there that I have found that's also really a good weapon. Not as powerful as the greatsword, obviously, but it's still a good weapon to use. And if you do upgrade this weapon, it will also basically do your wonders. And so yeah, I'm going to show you where to get this weapon from, and then we'll get to the boss. Okay guys, so we are near the weapon now. It's literally, you see that building right in front of the screen where I'm running? It's literally just there. So what you want to do, from that Storm Gate Golden Site of Grace, you want to go the complete opposite direction. So just follow the path. You see that massive path there? Just follow that, and then keep to the left, and you will find it no problem at all. There's no boss in this area, but there is quite a few enemies, and this area can be quite a challenge when you first come to it. So my best piece of advice is to just jump, not go directly into the area, but go around the outside first, like I'm doing right here. Jump off around on these cliffs. There's two magic users on the rooftop, and they do a lot of damage to you when they hit you. So you want to get rid of these guys first. So just jump up on these cliffs, kill these guys if you need to. As you can see both of them shooting at me right now. There's one up there which I try and get to from here, but I fail, as you can see. And there's the other one on the other rooftop over there, which is more accessible to actually get to. So I'm just getting rid of these guys first. So there's one up there that I just showed the camera to, and then there's this guy up here. So obviously this guy, just jump on this rooftop, very easy. Only a few hits and he's dead. And you'll also pick up a scroll up there as well. And now what you want to do is get to the other one before you go down there and do anything else. What you could possibly do, if you wanted to, is just run in, pick up the weapon that I'm trying to show you guys to get. That's a really good weapon, and then run out. If you don't want to face these enemies, you don't have to, but obviously it does help if you're trying to level up and things. So in order for you to get to this guy, you have to go up that cliffside there, and then that's it. You just take him out, and then now you can deal with all the guys that are down here. So they're all dead, so they're all taken care of. So now we can go and get this weapon. So if you run up, obviously if you would deal with those magic guys, they will be shooting at you right now. And there's a chest right here. Open it up, and you pick up the weapon. It's the Great Erdtree. Yeah, Great Erdtree. It's not a great sword. It's just a normal weapon, but it is really good. At the moment we won't be able to yield it because we need to upgrade our dexterity to 16, which I believe if you have chosen the same base class as me, you only need to level it up about 3, maybe 4 times in order for you to yield it. The reason why I've shown you to get this weapon is because, as I've already explained, there are some bosses out there where this great sword is going to struggle against because of how long it takes to swing. Where this great Erdtree weapon, once you start to upgrade it and level it up, it does become a very, very great sword to use, especially when you're in a boss that just is just non-stop attacking, and you need to block and you need to roll and you need to. It's a really good weapon, so I do recommend it. So we've come to the church area site of grace, which was the second site of grace that we found in my last video. So from here we're going to be going up to the next boss. Okay guys, so we are now ready for the boss fight. I just had to rest just to refill my flasks. So this area can be quite of a challenge. Before you actually get to the boss, you need to explore the whole of this, in this cave, the whole of this level. There is a lever. See these doors that I've just walked through, they're closed. There is a lever that opens them doors, so make sure that you explore the whole of this cave and the whole of this level, so to speak, before you actually get to this boss. You'll have no choice but to do that in order to face this boss. So this guy is not actually that bad as what he looks. You might want to have a few attempts at just learning his move patterns. You might want to keep away from him to start with, just so you can learn his moves, or if you die to him, have a few attempts at learning his moves, whichever way is easier for you. The key with this boss is knowing what moves he does. He doesn't do that many, but you need to learn his move patterns in order to face this guy. So I'm still using my great sword. This sword does quite good damage to this boss, and obviously that Erdtree weapon I've just picked up, I can't use it yet because of my dexterity. So this guy does a lot of slamming attacks. Try and keep to the side of him if you can, behind him, but he does do a tail attack if you are behind him for too long, so just be careful of that. But just keep, all I'm basically doing here is circling around him and just getting hits in at the side. You don't want to be in front of this guy, because that's where he's most dangerous, obviously. But all the man he does, when he jumps in the air, block. Make sure you keep blocking with this boss. Keep your shield up. And when he jumps in the air, either block or roll away. If you do manage to roll away from his jumping in the air attack, then you can get up to him and get a hit in. Where if you block, it does take quite a bit away of your stamina, so you're less likely to get an attack in. So in my opinion, if you can, roll away. Just make sure you keep blocking, because you don't really know what this guy's going to do. When he does this circle attack with his sword, just keep away from that. You can block it, you can block that attack as well, but keep away from it if you can. So jumping in the air, rolled away. Doing a swing now, so are blocked. You can also roll through this boss's attacks as well. So slamming attack, so like I said, that slamming attack is quite lethal, so that's where I'll just keep to the side of him. Obviously he does do this fire attack as well, so when he does this, just move away from him, move to the other side of the arena, because that does a lot of damage to you. Jumping in the air, or rolled away. Jumping again. He would do I think it's about 3 or 4 jumping attacks. Yeah, 3 jumping attacks. He's doing it again now. So 4 jumping attacks and then he stops. So like I said, when he's jumping up in the air, just keep to the side of him. Once again, fire attack, moved well away from him. Here we go, jump. So rolled, swing. He's gonna move his weapon down now, so I blocked that. So another hit. And yeah, that's practically it for this boss. Like I said, the more you keep to the side of this boss, the better. And like I said, once you learn his moves, it does become a lot easier. So just try and keep to the side of him, move away from him when he does his fire. If he does do a tail attack, which he did to me once in this video, just move away from that, because that also deals fire damage. So anything with fire damage with this boss, just keep away from. This boss is not actually that difficult, to be fair. It's quite easy. Once again, this boss is optional. You don't have to face him if you don't want to, and if you want to face him at a later time, you can do that as well. So that's another boss done. So thank you for watching this video, and of course I'll bring this game back when I get to the next boss. Hopefully these tips have helped some guys out who are struggling with this boss. If you are struggling, like I said, if you are still struggling after these tips, go away, explore, kill some enemies, kill some other bosses, come back to him when you're more leveled up. That's my best piece of advice. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.